Hello Capricorn, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting April 10th, 2017. And if you check the main channel page, you'll see I uploaded that video talking about why the rising sign is so relevant, and you can check that out. It's a feature video, so it might even show up on a reminder on this video somewhere, at the bottom of the video at some point. So, what is going on with you? Oh, by the way, if you want to get a reading with me, of course, people have been asking me, if you do want to get a reading with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. You can follow the links below for that, or just type it in, and you can schedule your session there. So, what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, this week we've got, on the 11th, a full moon in Libra, in your 10th house of career. And it's going to be forming a very charming sextile to Saturn, currently in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, your hidden zone. And Saturn's recently stationed retrograde. And this can indicate a big breakthrough in career and in work, bringing back an opportunity to actually help promote you or increase your earning power. And with Saturn retrograde, this is something that was blocked to you before. So if there was something that we didn't qualify for, a deadline that we missed, something that was taken off the table in recent months or even years, this is actually going to bring that back. This is a resurgence. This is a second chance. And a lot of you should be willing to take it. Later on in the week, we've got the Sun, currently in your 4th house of home and family, Aries, forming a tight conjunction with Uranus. And this could be a very interesting angle because a lot of Capricorn people may be shifting things up on the home front. And with the Sun conjunct Uranus, there can be a huge shift, a huge game of musical chairs going on, whether it's with roommates, whether it's with family members, people dipping in, people dipping out. But this is also going to be changing some kind of rule or some kind of guideline or boundary or maybe even a restriction that's been causing more harm than good when it comes to how things are handled on the home front, whether we're debating this with relatives, we're debating this with roommates, landlords, or even a bank if we're talking about the terms of a mortgage or a financial arrangement that you have. However, the nice thing about the Sun conjunct Uranus is that this is ultimately for the better. This is actually a rule, a regulation, or some kind of agreement that you are happy to see go. An arrangement or an agreement that you probably only made because you didn't think you had a choice, but now we have a choice to take it off the table for the best of all concerned. So what's going on with your cards then this week? Well, we do have the card of Awen for your spiritual advice, and Awen talks about some kind of gift being given to you this week, some kind of, again, chance opportunity, something you don't want to pass up. When can often show up where we need to pay attention to when the universe is kind of giving us an extra tool, giving us upgrades, things that are meant to be implemented. And this could actually show up in a literal sense. Maybe it's an upgrade to a physical tool or something that you do use, some kind of contraption. Or this could actually be an upgrade to maybe even an environment that you are in that actually helps you, not only propagate and proliferate, but also prosper. In a way, with the Awen card, it's drawing attention to kind of giving power to something that's gotten a bit weak, something that's fallen a bit behind, something that's a bit outdated in your life. If you're a writer, an artist, if you are a spiritual worker, or maybe even if you are just somebody who's simply trying to get some attention to a personal pastime or even a personal love of yours, this is the card you want to see because we are giving that a considerable boost. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we have the Lover's card upright. There is going to be some kind of new contract or new commitment made in your favor this week when it comes to your work life. And again, with the Lover's card, we are seeing something that will last the test of time. It's a win-win situation. It's certainly something that's not going to be bringing a lot of compromises or negative, catches to the table, which is really nice. And with the Lover's card, this could be news of a hire, or possibly even just news of an enrollment or an enlistment that you have been waiting for. The Lover's card upright can also indicate news of you and a business partner or somebody who has maybe offered you an opportunity to become a business partner getting closer. And he or she may actually be, the best candidate that you have. Because Saturn is currently retrograde, this could be somebody that, again, we've had these discussions in the past, but you will be getting cues to note that this person probably has more to work in your favor than you could have. You know, sometimes people want to work with us, they want to help us out, they want to be a part of our thing, or they want us to be a part of their thing, and we don't know them as well as we think, and so we kind of, maybe not. Turns out this person is actually way more compatible than you could have thought. The nice thing about the Lovers card as well is that any kind of hire or any kind of promotion or any kind of new, I guess you could say, new norm that gets set right now is something that you will, by virtue of the card, actually fall in love with. And this may actually turn into a better job, even if it's just transmuting a job that you currently have into something better. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, we've got the Ace of Cups, reversed. Now this is a card where it's kind of asking a lot of you Capricorn people to be willing to listen, and be willing to open up and hear things that might not necessarily be easy to hear. A friend or relative may have some beef, maybe not necessarily with you, but possibly with somebody else that you hold close, or somebody you hold dear, and they may need to actually share that information. Now, if that is, you know, a fight that they're having, an infraction or an offense that somebody's committed against another, nobody's asking you to take sides, but it may be hard to hear these truths coming from one person we care about somebody else that we care about. The Ace of Cups reversed, however, is also saying that this is a time for you, Capricorn, to also be more free with airing your grievances and sharing your truth in this way. Because how is anyone going to know what they need to improve if we go on pretending like they're always making the right move? This is all by accident. It doesn't look like this is something we need to get ranty and ravey about, but it is something that does need to, you know, we need to give everyone an opportunity to correct something that may have been done wrong. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Nine of Pentacles upright. Not a bad challenge to have. Not a bad challenge to have at all, Capricorn. The Nine of Pentacles upright often indicates that you are possibly going to be seeing an early payout, or maybe even expediting something that you have deliberately put off. Whether, again, it's either a work initiative, a family project, or even a love relationship that is starting to show signs of readiness and maturity. And the Nine of Pentacles says it may come into a bit of a schedule conflict with what you have going on right now, but the Nine of Pentacles is also saying it's okay to act independently, you know, and forge your own way. You may have been deciding, I want to put this off, I don't feel like I'm ready for this, I want to get that extra certificate, I want to get that extra degree, I want to get this extra busy work out of the way. Maybe it's a love relationship and you're kind of feeling like, it might be going a bit fast. The Nine of Pentacles says that it's going as fast as it needs to, which means it might actually be something you don't want to just keep putting off. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Ten of Cups, reversed. This card can come with a fair share of warnings. I guess we had to have something like that. You know, the Ten of Cups reversed I always look at as a need to pay attention to when people are trying to distract us from the real issue. And for those of you who are currently single and looking, you may meet somebody this week who works really, really hard at looking good on paper. The Ten of Cups reversed can often indicate where people work really, really hard to look more, I guess you could say more important, or more beautiful, or more compelling on the outside, but it's not something that's always consistent with what's happening on the inside. The Ten of Cups reversed can indicate somebody kind of putting up a bit of a front. Now, what's behind that front may not necessarily be the end of the world, but the Ten of Cups reversed is saying that you've got to know when people are trying too hard and not be flattered by that. It's clearly an indication that there is more going on. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Ten of Cups reversed says you and your partner may be having your fair share of squabbles this week, because it seems like a partner is trying to pretend like a problem isn't there, or simply trying to pivot or talk about something else better or worse, instead of talk about the real issue at hand. The Ten of Cups reversed could bring up a topic about, you know, an uncomfortable topic about money, about friends, about relationships with other people, in terms of like family and things like that, platonic ones. Or even maybe an issue going on with the way a partner is not willing to perhaps see some issues that need to be addressed with one of our children or somebody close to both of us. Again, sometimes it's hard for people to look at the negative stuff, so they just try and, you know, grossly embellish the good. But this week we might have to give them that reality check. So that is your horoscope, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.